more.
We can't stop here.
What?
What?
What fell off the front?
You tell me.
Pallet fell off the front.
Pallet.
Big pallet.
Should I look at the pallet?
I guess.
Well, it's up to you because they still can't see the pallet.
Oh, let's look. Oh, hold on.
Okay. That's a hint. That's a big hose you have there.
But wait, there's more.
There's more? What's more?
There's two.
Oh, look at you go. Now, hold on. So you got some hydraulic hoses in your hand. Them big suckers too right there.
Those have a lot of flow for some
Yeah.
reason. Why do you think those have so much flow?
I don't know. I'm more concerned as why you got the no bucket on the Mini.
I don't know. What's this for? What's that go to?
This?
That.
I don't know. What does that
Looks
go
like
to?
a plate that mounts onto the Mini.
It kind of does.
What do you think's under that plate?
I don't know.
I don't
Bolts?
know.
Looks like bolts.
There are plenty of bolts.
Plenty of bolts.
What is that?
With that?
Look at those.
I'm looking.
Those spin.
Hey, I think there's a sign on there that says don't put them in there.
Oh, I should probably just go ahead and put it on the machine now.
I think I'm not putting my foot in there.
You gotta hold it still.
I don't think I'm gonna do that.
I hope the hoses are long enough.
Hey, I'm no expert, but this looks like it goes there. I gotta clean the end off.
Would you just look at it?
Look at it. Just look at
Oh,
it.
look at this.
You don't have to hook the hoses
I don't
up,
even have to hook the hoses off.
but it
Oh,
helps.
It does help.
It does help.
I mean, you can drag it around on the ground, but it does help.
It kind of looks like a big sledgehammer almost.
Wrong one.
Well, now, you know, you've got this killer color scheme going on. I'm not so sure about strawberry shortcake anymore. Kind of thinking ketchup and mustard.
That might be strawberry cheesecake.
Okay, I can roll with that. Remember, always clean your fittings.
That's how the #1 cause of contamination. Look at that. Now we probably need to hit the diverter
Yeah.
valves. See, you know, you've seen a thing or two because you've witnessed a thing or two.
You ain't gotta have a wrench, but
It sure does help.
it helps. It does help.
You do know this is the moment of truth.
You know, when we did this with the thumb earlier, it went like this. I'm afraid to be around that when we open this. Honestly.
This is the moment of truth. This is literally the first time.
All right, well, you got a tape measure?
For what?
I gotta go back 200 feet.
First thing we're going to do is make sure we have plenty of slack in the hoses. I think we're good though.
Yeah, go ahead. Sure. We're good. Hey, serious question.
We've got to do one thing. We've got to change the valve right here.
Which one?
The one that turns it to continuous flow.
Ah,
The one that I don't think this is the right wrench for. It might be.
look at you go.
Look at that.
Hey, before you spool that thing up there, that unit there, go like that again. I want to make sure that the hose can't fall into the cutter.
Yes, I think the hoses are way too long.
That'd be unfortunate.
That would be a drastic end to our playtime.
Entertainment, I mean. All right, so you get really close up here, and that's probably a slight design flaw.
Well, you know, it's just the standard hose of make it long enough.
Yeah.
We will tie those up, but I think we can probably cut 2 feet off those hoses.
Yeah. You know, it is better too long rather than too short at this point.
Yep. See what it'll do?
Yeah, right on the pole bar.
It's really fast.
Can we keep my truck windows intact?
That takes a minute to wind down, it appears. That spins really, really fast.
That's not dangerous at all.
Only from this.
I'll tell you though, looking at it on the GoPro screen, I guess, because of how it's recording, it looks like it's spinning really, really slow. So I'm hoping that these wonderful viewers get to see the justice of this.
You know, we're probably in the danger zone to that, you know.
Well, you put your foot in it earlier.
Yeah. And it wasn't hooked to the machine either.
No. But did it hurt?
It did not hurt.
All right, well, we should be good. Logic tells me. You don't seem to believe me.
Huh?
All right, I will.
In about 30 seconds.
Yeah. Hey, you.
Whoa.
Stop.
I'm gonna say that it's
Got it.
got it.
Ah, look what it did to my shoe.
Help.
Yeah. So,
I think there's only one thing to do now.
what's it for? What is it?
Shredding.
Shredding,
Big things into little things.
like bills?
I'm sure if you put it in there.
Like the bill for the...
The machine.
Yeah.
Can we just like throw that in there? Forget about it?
I didn't see it. Never got a bill. What are you talking about?
You got any other paperwork you want to get rid of? I'm pretty sure that it would eat it up.
I might have a few.
I don't think there's anything else to do.
I might have some things signed from Officer Hoover that I might need to toss in
Yeah,
there.
we need to put his whole clipboard in there.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. So I think we're going to get a couple zip ties and tie this up a little bit. We might have to rotate these a little bit.
That's just kind of sounds like work.
Well, we don't want our party to be short-lived.
That's true. I did bring zip ties.
I think I have some.
So I always travel with zip ties.
All right, let's get that tied up and go shred some trees.
Okay. Yeah, excuse me, Mr. Let's Dig 27.
Yes, yes, sir.
Big Deal 18.
Big deal, 18.
What was that last part you just said there?
What was it? There's no better time than now.
No,
What
no,
was it?
no, no.
I've got so excited here about
It's something about safety.
safety. Oh, I'll be safe from the cab.
Yeah.
Be careful.
You got you got a cab?
No, not a cab.
I don't got a cab.
It says 200, stay 200 feet back, but
We're going to start off with the little stuff and then work our way to bigger stuff.
You know where 200 feet might be?
where this stuff stops flying.
You know, honestly, it's probably best to stand behind the machine.
I'll ride on the blade. Oh, he even closes the door for this one. First thing is gonna come whizzing right by me. I know it. I'm terrified. Yeah. This is sunglasses down and all. Oh, that's aiming at us.
Yeah.
Sorry, YouTube. You're gonna have to watch.
Oh yeah, that's on my curve.
Yeah. Oh boy. That was an interesting noise.
That's the factory installed base drum.
Ah, okay. That's good to know. shoots leaves pretty far.
Big size little guy.
Huh?
All right, so I was impressed with what it did to the bushes, so I've come back here to the back of the farm and I'm gonna try out the mulcher on some trees. So I got some bushes here, got about a 2.5 inch sweet gum tree and about a 5 inch sweet gum tree right there, and if it mulches that up I will be impressed. So let's try it out. So I'm rather impressed at that diameter stuff. You can mulch with it. That's pretty good. I don't know if you can see from the sunshine, but that's like almost a 7-8 inch diameter sweet gum tree. So I got to just kind of figure out the best way to use it. Seems like once you knock it down and grab it, it kind of tries to shove it all the way through the mower. But yeah, it does look like it mulches it down pretty good. I actually call it a mulcher. It's definitely not a mower. So I tried it out for a little bit, kind of see exactly what all it will and won't do, and that 8-inch tree it's a little bit much for it. It will do it. It's just not super fast at doing it. But for like little small bushes and saplings, oh boy, it eats it up. Lovely. Turns everything into a nice mulch here. If I sat here a little bit longer, I could sit here and probably chop it up a little bit more. But for going around my field fences and edges of the fields, I think it's going to be good to kind of keep all the trees and knock out the underbrush and just kind of keep everything under control. So I'm happy with it. Seems like it did a pretty good job. So now I have about 4 hours using this, and I'm picking up the little tricks on the best way to do it. It's a little more complex than just slamming that down over top of a tree and cutting it up. And as you saw in that last clip, I've discovered if the mulcher is not running at full RPM and you go to try to suck up a treetop or mulch it up, it will actually, instead of mulching it, it'll grab it and just wrap it around the drum and lock it up. And then you got to find a tree or a stump and just kind of unroll the drum and knock it out. Not the end of the world. I'm learning the tricks, and actually the first time I did it, it took me a little while, but now I've got it pretty well down pat, where if I could find another tree or stump and take it and just kind of untwist it right off. So I'm getting happy with the results it's doing. It's working perfect for what I'm doing. As you can tell, I got the wood line here. It's some bigger trees and all this small overgrown stuff, and it's just, you can't even hardly walk through the woods because it's so thick. And what I'm trying to do is, like I did over here earlier when I had that link belt excavator, I went in there and plucked out all the small stuff and trying to let the bigger trees grow and just kind of have, you know, a nice wood line here, but also where you can kind of see through it and maintain a little bit better. But what I did with that, I ripped all the stuff out and it was all dirt, so obviously everything starts growing back pretty quickly. So I'm hoping with mulching, as a lot of people know, mulching is not my favorite, but for this it's actually probably one of the best options, because if you're trying to clear land, you end up with all this stuff. I mean, this is just the little bushes and briars and stuff, but look how much stuff I have on the ground. So if you're trying to grow grass, that's not going to happen. I mean, just mulching this little bit of stuff, I got 4 inches of chips and shavings down, stranded sticks and everything. I'm sure I could sit here and mulch it up a little bit better, but I'm just trying to get it knocked down. I don't know, they might have some knives or something instead of those teeth that would shred it up a little bit better. But for what I'm doing, it's knocking everything down, and I'm really happy with it. I mean, that was a poplar tree, and that's about 8 inches. I mean, it took a little bit of time, but I was able to sit there and get it mulched down. I mean, you don't want to sit there all day long doing with that, but if you have one tree right where you've got to come through, you can mulch it down. It was about the size of that one right there. Oak trees give a little bit more of a struggle, but if you sit there long enough, you can get them mulched down. But all this small stuff, oh, it works great just to eat that stuff right up. So I'm happy with it. I'm going to keep kind of piddling around here in the woods and trying to get everything cleaned up. But I just wanted to do a little review now that I've got about 4 hours worth of time on it. It seems to be doing a good job for what I'm trying to accomplish.